Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany. I'm a wife and mother of two, and if it's a welcome back, sorry, it's been quite a mess. It's been a while since I've had a video, and I apologize for that, but thanks for sticking with me, and well, thanks for coming back. But so anyways, we're gonna get this fence cut. I'm going to cut, I use deck boards, so I use 4x4s and deck boards, and we're going to cut off the excess of the deck board. Yes, I could have measured and cut them. I didn't. I didn't want to. It's too much, like, it's so much easier with an oscillating tool. But so anyways, let's get these cut. Okay, so my husband helped me. Well, actually, he dug the holes, and then we leveled it. And he did the majority of this. So we got some poles set, and the reason why is because I wanted to extend my berry bed. But so anyways, and my raspberries keep flopping over everywhere. I need to trim these off, and then I also need to cut another board. But we are going to move all of this. This is a blueberry bush, and this is a blueberry bush. I'm going to start by moving them down here. I wish I had a tiller. I don't, so we'll see what we can figure out. And then I'm going to move this whole corner of raspberries here. Okay, so part of the reason is because last time I bought raspberries, it was like a bush variety, and I really like that. This one is not a bush variety. They produce and they do really well, but they're a bit more messy. So anyways, I'm gonna get those boards cut, and then we'll probably get some blueberries moved down because they're not doing real great where they are anyways. Alrighty. Okay, so this is what we made last weekend. We had some feral chickens running the neighborhood, and to be honest, this is the last of the hens. So on the upside, we shouldn't have any more wild chickens. And of course, if the person whose chickens these are wants them back, they're more than welcome to have them. I just don't want them in my flower beds anymore. So here's the chickens. We do have our own chickens. Right now we have them separated just so that way they can kind of get used to each other. Plus she has some babies, so we have them separated. And my chickens see me, so they think it's snack time. So I'm gonna go throw some snacks, and then we're gonna cut this board. And we have the wheelbarrow here. I think it's actually called a wheelbarrow. Anyways, we have this here just to keep Bean from getting back here, because she likes to run the chickens, and our chickens, they're not fazed by her at all, so she doesn't find it fun, so she leaves them alone. But since those ladies, let me see, I won't focus, I'll get in a minute. These ladies in here are somewhat feral. They will run, so sometimes she hops at them just for fun. So we're gonna get some of the privacy fence pickets, and we're gonna run it down this just to give some area that she can't scare them in. So we spent last weekend making the run for the chickens, and it just happened to be good timing, I guess, because we were able to catch the hen and the two babies who were staying under my porch and get them and put them in the run. So long story long, I guess, there were some chickens that my neighbors had, and they had a coop and all the things, and then one day they just took it down and they stopped. I don't think they've been feeding and watering them for over a year now. So there was 2 hens that was left. One of them, she had 3 babies, and one day she just left them and went and had more babies. So I had those because I had just finished, my chickens had just gotten out of their brooder box, so I still had one. So I put them in there until they got big enough, because she would not let them like nest with them at all or anything. So I took those, and I have those 3 chickens, and they're huge. And then the other hen, and then she had 15 more babies. I don't know where they went. They all just disappeared. So I hope somebody else got those. I have no idea. But as far as I know, they're not on, or none of my neighbors that I know have them. So I have no clue what happened to them. They just disappeared like all overnight. So I'm hoping nothing got them, but who knows. But so then I actually have one of those chickens because she just left it in my driveway, and it has splay leg. I don't know exactly how to fix it, but we're trying. And then this mom, she had 5 babies originally, and she had 2 left, and they were staying under my porch. And my husband was like, I think I can catch them. I was like, well, if you can catch them, we'll just throw them in, or, we'll make a run or something. So we had already made the run to expand ours, because we have 8 chickens, and the run that we bought says for 8, suitable for 8, but that does not mean comfortable for 8. So we were expanding it anyway, and we had just opened it up for our chickens to go into it, and he caught the mom and the babies, the 2 babies. So we closed it back up and put them in there. We are probably going to like section off part of it, so that way our chickens that we have now will have a bigger running area, because I don't know if I said or not, but those 3 chickens that we got from originally, they are so much bigger than ours. Ours are bennies, and they're really, really small, and the other ones are huge. So they take up a lot of space. That run probably would have been fine for our chicken, like just the ones we had, but with those 3 big chickens, it doesn't seem very spacey. So anyways, eventually, once the babies get bigger and all the stuff, then we'll just like introduce everybody, and hopefully it'll be good. Right now they can see each other, they just can't get to each other. So I think they're getting like used to the idea of each other, but hopefully we'll see. Also, that one, the hen that we captured with the babies, she actually has never been in like captivity. She was actually hatched in my neighbor's yard, and then hatched her babies in another neighbor's yard. So she's very feral, but she's coming around, so hopefully it'll be good. But so I'm going to get these blueberries moved over, and then I'm going to work on moving the raspberries over. So I'm gonna stop here for tonight. I have my blueberries moved. I need to water all this. I'll water it before I go in. But I got my raspberries moved, so hopefully they no longer attack us at the gate when we're trying to go through, because they were. But I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and all the morning glories removed. Not tonight, obviously, but in the next couple days. And then I'm gonna start going through my garden. I think most of my things have stopped producing. The flesh on my tomatoes are starting to get tough, so I think they're done. Plus, the morning glories took them over after rain. I had a lot of peppers this year. My plants are huge, but I'm gonna leave those. I'm gonna weed around them. Tomatoes, they're pretty much done. They have some, but I may give it another week before I pull them, just because the chickens, the feral chickens, were in here and they were using this for food. So every time I'd come to get tomatoes, they'd have the bottom picked off. So I just left it. More tomatoes. And I cannot get my carrots out of the ground. I'm gonna have to wet it and then pull them. But if you're curious, if I can get down there, okay. Maybe not, I don't know. See, I tried to pull that one and it broke off. Right there. But yeah, so we're gonna get all this pulled. My green beans, I got quite a bit off of them the other day. I'm gonna leave those for a little bit longer just because I like the trellis. And yeah, I need to clean that off. And I need to weed that. My onions, I don't know if I said, but they molded, so they did not work out this year. We had so much rain, and I have no clue what this is, but it's growing all I know. It's gonna go though. But so anyways, I'm gonna stop here for tonight, water these, and I'll get back out here this weekend. So I did not get back out here as soon as possible. This is another day, another weekend. But so anyways, I finally made it to Home Depot, got a board for the bottom. I'm going to put it across the bottom just because the dirt's a little higher and it'll just help keep it from washing. Also, maybe it'll help keep the raspberries from spreading over into my neighbor's yard. So I'm going to put this on the bottom and then I'm going to cut the tops off. And I got some post caps, so we're going to get those put on and get this looking a bit better. To be honest, I really like the way it turned out. It looks a lot nicer. I think it will give more space for my fruit, so hopefully I can get a better harvest next year. My blueberries really didn't produce because I think the raspberries kind of shaded them a little too much, that they didn't get enough sun. And we also have the tree, so it gives some shade, but all in all, they do get sun here, but after a certain point of the day, they don't. Especially, they get a lot of morning sun. But so I'm gonna get this attached on the bottom, and then get the extra cut off, and then we're gonna clean up this mess. To cut these down, I'm just using the skill saw, and I am just running it. I'm putting the little space, I don't know what that's called. It's the little plate that keeps the saw from going too deep, but there's metal on each side. I don't know. What is that called? I have no clue. But I'm just running that across the bottom for the height, and then running through the side, or like going back and cutting on the side of both, and that's enough to go through a 4x4 because it's not, you probably could cut just one side and the other, but I just did it that way so I don't have to measure. I was doing it the lazy way. I really like this solar post cap. I thought about, I don't know if I'll do the post cap, but I thought about getting some of the solar lights to go around the posts on our fence, just to add some light back there, because sometimes Bean doesn't always want to come in at night, and then that way I know like there's not some crazy animal out there just waiting to attack me. Because sometimes I think she won't come in. What if there's like a possum or a raccoon and I really don't want to get bit? So anyways, I thought about adding some of those. Plus I just thought they'd be cute. I have some going around on the pool deck, but I thought that would probably be nice, or look good. But so anyways, also I finally ordered a rug for my living room. I'm hoping that it does as well as I'm hoping it does. I don't know. But, and also I want to start decorating for fall. I don't know what I'm going to do, excuse me, sorry, outside yet, but I want to, I want to decorate my little porch area in the front, and then also I need to get what decorations I do have out and see what I have for inside, but I'm hoping I can get that started in the next week or so. We'll just see what happens, but I do know I need to wash, or like pressure wash, the front porch real good. It's covered in cobwebs and just dust. We had a really rainy summer and not a very rainy late summer, early fall, I guess. I think fall officially starts this weekend. So anyways, everything's a little dusty and covered, and I would just like to give that a good clean before I decorate. I don't know how I'm going to decorate this year. I really don't. And I think I'm going to get rid of a lot of my outdoor Halloween decor because I really just don't do it. We will give out candy and stuff, but it just doesn't make me happy. So I think I'm going to do fall longer. But so anyways, I'm going to get this all weed-eated because it's grown up. And then we're going to move a couple of plants around, and I think that's going to be it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you're at. Remember, today's a blessing, and I hope I see you on the next one. Bye, guys.